All right, here we go. And hello to everyone who's on Facebook. That just took a minute. Facebook has been particularly uncooperative this week, but we want to make sure that we get these things out into the world and get them recorded so that we have some of these events for posterity's sake, because some of them have amazing moments that we don't even believe happened. And we want to go back and see them again. So welcome everyone to today's Daily Antidote of Song from Washington Rebels and Carpe Diem Arts. I'm Colin K. Bills. I'm the producing director for Washington Rebels. And welcome to, hold your breath here, this is 6 months that we've been doing, 6 months to the day that we've been doing this. And I'm so glad for the opportunity to connect with all of you, to make some new friends, to see people who I never would have seen otherwise, and also to see my mother on a more regular basis. That's been pretty amazing. Thanks, Mom, for being here, and I'm glad you're getting something out of it too. And I'm glad we have two moms in the room at least today, with Bonnie's mom with us. Terrific to see all of you today. And so because it's our 6-month anniversary, we're bringing back Lilo Gonzalez to share with us one of our favorites. And I'm actually at this point supposed to have Reggie Harris, one of our enduringly favorite people in this room, to introduce Lilo and to share some thoughts with us. Reggie, take it away.
Well, thank you, Colin. My goodness, it's been a while since I've been here, and I'm looking through the Zoom boxes, and I'm seeing faces that have been missing from my life. So I'm glad to be back in the room. And thank you, Colin, for your gracious welcoming of all of us. Today, it's a beautiful day here in upstate New York, and I can see from sunlight from so many of your pictures that it's a beautiful day where you are. It's a beautiful day whenever we gather. So today, I want to welcome a member of our family, Lilo Gonzalez, who is an educator and a Grammy winner and a multi-award winner. Uh, Someone who came to know the music of Ruben Blades and Pete Seeger, and who just embraced their music as a way to communicate both education and issues of justice into the community. And Lilo, it is always so wonderful to see your face, and it's also wonderful to hear your voice. So I'm just going to say thank you for sharing your time with us today. And what do you have for us?
Thank you very much, Reggie. And likewise, always learning when I hear you play and tell the stories behind the song. So thank you very much. Because I'm new in this country, and I'm still learning a lot. A lot. So thank you, for telling the stories and learning, always learning. So and that's why to celebrate, I will do two songs. Well, just the chorus of the first one because I think it's very important. Cause we are rainbow, a human rainbow. And when we blend and set together, then the world glow. We are different sizes and shape and color to make a rainbow. We need each other. I wonder how the world will sing if we all look alike. If every kid had purple skin and rode a yellow bike, it might not be as interesting a play for us to see. That's why I'm glad you look like you and I look just like me. Help me, cause we are rainbow, a human rainbow. And when we blend and set together, then the world glows. We're different sizes and shape and color to make a rainbow. Together, we need each other. Ready? We need each other. Thank you, thank you. And you can tell, I teach a little one, 3 months to 5. That's what I do as a living, and this is one of the songs. And I think it's very important to make the foundation of the new generation, something very, very important to know the history. We cannot lie about, and that's why, something, Black Lives Matter is very important. It's very important because, you know, uh, we really need to talk about what happened 200 years ago. We cannot hide. We can talk. With la verdad, with the truth. And from there we'll build a better country. This is my country. I came from El Salvador, but this is my country. All my kids, my grandkids, we're not living anywhere, and we want a better country. And that's why my album is called Singing for a Better World. But to keep the celebration, a beautiful song, especially I love when Somos el barco, somos el mar, you know. Uh, uh, Tú navegas en mí, yo navego en ti. We are the boat, we are the sea. Sea is inclusion, is working together. So help me. Somos el barco, somos el mar, somos el mar. Yo navego en ti, yo navego en ti. Tú navegas en mí, tú navegas en mí. We are the boat, we are the boat, we are the sea, we are the sea. I sail in you, I sail in you. You sail in me, you sail in me. The boat we're sailing on was built by many hands. And the sea we're sailing on touches every sand. Somos el barco, somos el mar, somos el mar. Yo navego en ti, yo navego en ti. Tú navegas en mí, tú navegas en mí. We are the boat, we are the boat, we are the sea, we are the sea. I sail in you, I sail in you. You sail in me, you sail in me. The stream singing to the river singing to the sea, and the sea singing to the boat that carries you and me. Somos el barco, somos el mar, somos el mar. Yo navego en ti, yo navego en ti. Tú navegas en mí, tú navegas en mí. We are the boat, we are the sea. I sail in you, you sail in me. El arroyo le canta al río, el río le canta al mar, y el mar le canta al barco, que lejos nos va a llevar. Somos el barco, somos el mar, somos el mar. Yo navego en ti, yo navego en ti. Tú navegas en mí, tú navegas en mí. We are the boat, we are the sea. I sail in you, you sail in me. What a beautiful song to celebrate a half year of music. Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Oh, so well done, Lilo. And I'm moving myself, allowing myself to move into your voice this morning. It is, I love the sound of your voice. And as you have identified, you are new to this country. You are an immigrant who has come here, and you blend so many things in your voice, in your phrasing, in your manner. Can you talk a little bit about what brought you here, and maybe a little bit about what your feeling of welcome was, or how did you feel about coming into this community?
Reggie, thank you. I came, I was, I was an elementary school teacher in my country
Mhm.
in the 1980s, and, the repression, the killing, it was terrible, in my country, El Salvador. Something interesting, when we came here, I crossed the border with no paper. I crossed by El Paso, and I lived for 6 years with no green card, no social security, no driver license, and it was hard because, you know, our country in El Salvador, they were saying that we were not refugees in this country. And this country, they were saying also the same, that we were economic refugees, that we were living, and so just a few people got asylum, political asylum. Can you imagine? So, and I was living, so, but something important was the music. And the music introduced me, to this community, especially in Washington, D.C., to the black community, to a brown community, so Palestinian, so Philippine, Haiti, and that's the music made me feel welcome and introduced me to many wonderful people and his, and stories of living in this country. So that's something, but it was hard. It was hard, and especially now, there are like 200,000 Salvadorian and people from Haiti and Nicaragua, and I forgot the countries in Africa that they suspend the temporary resident, and they are going to be deported at the end, and so sad. People that have been living for 20 years and working hard. That's the people that been working hard. Working in restaurant, working in construction, so doing many important things that we need to do. So, and that's why, and in 1986, I was able to get my temporary resident card, and I was able to get my social security and got my driver license for the first time. So that's, sorry for making so long, but that has been, and that's why I have four kids, for two boys and two girls, and this is their country, and this is my country, and I want the best for this country.
Our stories are important, and hearing your story, and hearing how your impact here, both personally and then community wise, is important for all of us. How did you first hear the music of Pete Seeger?
You know, that was 1984. That was 1984. I had no paper, and I don't know how I came to Tacoma Folk Festival. Right behind the school where my kid, Tacoma Middle School, where my Camilo, my son, went to school, grade school. And I came, again, the music, probably smelling the food because they have food, and I came, and I remember Pete teaching the song, first saying that, see what I was doing, Somos el barco, and everybody was singing, and that's how I learned about Pete Seeger, his music, and after that, his life, his commitment to build a better world. It's amazing because he's a special one, because he's not just a musician or a performer. No, He was a fighter for justice and for made this world a better world. And using the music, using music. Music is powerful. It's so powerful. And that's how I get it. And after that, I was learning. If I had a hammer in the morning, a hammer in the, and all the song. And the kid they asked me for a biyoyo. I want to like, hey, Mr. Lilo, can you sing a biyoyo? And so it's amazing. And I got a tape, of his music for children, that Pete has too. So, so many things in common. It's amazing. I remember singing because we celebrated when he turned 90 years old, and there was a festival right there, and I remember singing and singing Happy Birthday, and from Tacoma Park to he was living in New York, right? He's living in New York, but that's how I learned this song from Pete, and his music and his life.
Pete was indeed, Pete spent a lot of time singing with kids, and his commitment to going into schools and to bringing kids to the Clearwater Revival and the Clearwater Festivals. And you, of course, are an educator and as a school teacher. In this time when we really have had messages of inhospitality and just really hard lessons for a world community. Are you finding ways to connect to younger audiences, to kids?
Well, let me just say, and the music has been like in my first album. There is a song, "You cannot stop the cloud from forming, and you cannot stop the rain from falling, and you cannot stop the river from rushing to the sea, and you cannot stop the people fighting to be free." Kids, they love it. Little one. I don't know if I remember. I told you that I went to this because I do some birthday party for the kid, and I went to this 3 years old. And when I was leaving after I played my 30 minutes, Mom said, "Mr. Lilo, did you play a cloud song?" I said, "No." "Oh, that's my son's favorite." 3 years old. I said, and I get my guitar and I start playing. You cannot stop the cloud. And the little one, he got his balloon guitar, play next to me, and sang this whole song at 3 years old. So music is so powerful, And so I'm still, and that's why, in my second album, I did the promise. You are a promise, you are a possibility. And let me say something, and I did also that we can do it. Happy birthday, rebels. I did a happy birthday song, and I dedicated the song to Frederick Douglass.
Really?
You can see my album. I dedicate the song to, why? Last year I got his biography, a book that I think every U.S. citizen, New York City, has to give it when they get that. So, and he talked about his life and how he could tell that her master kid were celebrating birthday, and he was a kid, and he didn't know when he was born, because he said, and that no, we were born in winter, in summer, and I that's and he was telling that he's writing his back, and I said, wow, and that's what I dedicate, and I say, well, to Frederick Douglass, that never had a birthday party when he was a kid, and that's, and you can check it out in my album, my new album, Cuando Sea Grande, and it's right there. So, so many things, but music, and kids, they love it, and they love, especially, even 3 months, they love the happy birthday song. So music is a powerful vehicle to bring people together and to build a better world, Reggie. And that's why thank you. When I hear you playing and singing and telling stories, I'm always learning. I'm always learning something. Thank you very much for sharing.
Well, thank you. I'm learning right now. Can people get your album by visiting your website?
Yes. And we need some help. It's hard at this time. And we are not a big company. It's not Sony behind us. It's just the rebels and Carpe Diem and our friend, you know. So it's very important to keep writing and to keep doing more music. So you can go to www.mrlilo.com and you can get the CDs, or go to Bandcamp. That's the, if they want just the how do you call, the streaming or something, you know. Especially everything is changing now. There's less CDs and yes, you can do that, please. And you know, and if you don't like it, money back guarantee.
Well, that's one of the guarantees that people have whenever they buy our music, is that if they don't like it, they can always write and say, "I want my money back." And I usually
Thank
tell
you.
people, "Oh, well, just give that one to somebody that you know. Maybe somebody that you don't like. Maybe they'll like it better."
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I see that Busy has put the information for your website into the chat room, so folks, you want to check that out. And thank you for the authenticity. I don't think I have enough coffee today, but for the authenticity of your presentation. I think the what you bring is real humanity to music, and I know that was something that certainly Pete wasn't about stardom and fame, even though he was known around the world. He was about personal connections and how music makes that possible for us all. And certainly you are in the chain of those who are bringing joy and struggle and the knowledge of what has gone before, and you bring it from another place in the world, which adds to our fabric here of being able to really celebrate each other and each of our stories. So thank you so much for sharing that today. I'm going to ask you just to do another chorus or two of Somos el barco, so we can sing it some more. As people are singing, I can see the mouths
Ready?
moving.
I'm sorry. Somos el barco, somos el mar, somos el mar. Yo navego en ti, yo navego en ti. Tú navegas en mí, tú navegas en mí. We are the boat, we are the boat. We are the sea. I sail in you, you sail in me, you sail in me. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm going to invite everybody to give Lilo Gonzalez a huge hug and a huge virtual round of applause. And thank you. It's always so good to see you, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Muchas gracias.
And thank you, Reggie, for enlivening the conversation, and thank you, Lilo, for your beautiful music. We're always glad to see both of you in the room, and it's great to see both of you together in the room. And then at some point, maybe the two of you will sing together in the room. Wouldn't that be something? All right.
I would love to do it. And after the pandemic, do it together live. We'll do it, Reggie.
We might even do it virtually and let it be the disaster that it will be with the latency, and just revel in it, because that's what we do. I'm going to take this opportunity to say goodbye to everyone on Facebook. Those on Facebook, you can always join us here in the room by going through the rebelsdc.org link every day a little bit before noon. But goodbye, everyone on Facebook.